yeah, so the trigger that I had on Sunday was because, like, my friend was in a live and had her live on, and before, like, we were really connected, and, like, I was in her live, and it was just me, like, that, you know, and, like, I'm better with people if I can, like, just be, like, one-on-one or in, like, a small group of people that are, like, I don't know. I just felt, like, overlooked, because, like, I tried to say something and they wouldn't notice, but, like, I don't know. I'm also autistic, so that's very common to happen. And, like, I don't know how to, you know, I can't always keep up with the conversations, or I'm also trying not to say it in a way that's, like, the person, it didn't, none of them intentionally did that, right? Like, that I know of. I don't know. Like, but it felt like how I felt in the past as a child. And that would happen to me a lot. Like, I'd be overlooked. I'd be like, you know, if you're autistic, you fucking know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? So, like, even if somebody has any other narrative versions, does not mean they're gonna be the same as, like, autistic, you know? Because, like, you're still allistic, and you still will exclude autistic people even without trying. Like, it's just it just happens. Like, so, like, it's not like they meant to, but in the past people had done it on purpose. So, like, it just, like, brought that up, and so that's why it was a rough day for me. But then, like, okay, so, like, I've been working on trying to, like, communicate when something is bothering me or whatever with friends. So I was being pushed to tell her that, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I don't want to sound like a fucking baby, you know, because, like, you know, people be like that. They'll be like, you're a baby, or like, though, like, in the past when I've tried to talk about, more times than not, things that were going, how to fix the relationship type thing, or, like, something, concerns that I had, you know, and there's nothing wrong with talking about that. For one, I wasn't always great at it, because, you know, I didn't have very good role models of that. Another, people would either project it on me, back onto me, or, like, yeah, I think I've already talked about this before, but anyways, like, it was successful when I talked to her. She was very understanding, and I did it as, like, because the trigger had already passed, and so I was able to do it without, like, so that's why sometimes I have to wait for my triggers to pass, like, to, like, disengage, not be charged up, you know, so that I can not say it from a place of being triggered, because it can come out all wrong. And then, like, oftentimes when your trigger's over, you're like, oh, okay, I get it now, it's fine, like, it was just a trigger. Usually I can see that now anyways. You can't always see that, and that's fine. Like, it's okay, we're human, we all make mistakes. And so, like, she was very understanding and kind about it, and through her being friends with her, I've also realized that I have this gift where I can actually tell, I can read what type of negative energy and what people are actually saying negatively about about people. So, like, I was feeling that about her, like, not, like, what people are throwing on her and what they're saying too, somewhat. And I'm like, this is an annoying gift, because then it, like, before I realized what the hell fully what it was, it felt like a fucking, like, intrusive thoughts, like, I'm the one thinking them, and I'm not, but it's really just the energy coming through, and also another sly way of that energy trying to recruit more people thinking that shit about them, and throwing their energy also, you know. So it's like, if you're not aware enough, my throat chakra is kind of bleh today, so I'll have to tap it, but, like, it's just like clearings, throat chakra purgings, I guess, because it's, like, really fucky. As you could hear, somebody don't want me to talk about this shit, I don't know, but I'm still gonna talk about it. But yeah, I could see, I could feel it, I can hear it, you know. So once I realized that that's what it was, because I wasn't able to sleep because of all that shit, I was like, bro, I'm not. So like that's also why I would distance myself from keep people at a distance sometimes, because I'll be like, okay, I'm picking up on this shit and I don't want to accidentally add to it, but I'm aware of it. So like it's like, no, but now that I'm more aware of it, it'll not probably happen like that. I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's what's happening to them and it's not me. So like the thing is, I was afraid that I was gonna accidentally get a fucking spiritual ass whooping because I have religious trauma and through a narcissist. So like many narcissists, they love to go to Christianity and fucking abuse people that way. So that's what happened to me, and so I was like afraid that I was gonna get the wrath of spirit because, oh my god, I don't know what the hell's going on, and I'm not trying to think bad thoughts about somebody or even just having like ranting concerns or whatever, you know, like, you know how it is, like if you have like a close friend, like my roommate, I'll vent about certain people, but it doesn't mean I'm trying, like I'm saying they're horrible or like they're like I'm trying to send negative energy. So like you can do that, it just depends on the intention behind it. If you're sending negative energy, that's when it becomes a problem. So like discerning that and learning that and healing this fucking religious trauma is a bitch, and having this goddamn gift is a bitch when you have the religious trauma to make you think, oh my god, I'm going to get punished. And I also am Saturn dominant, or not dominant, but my chart ruler is Saturn, so I got that going for me as well. But Saturn doesn't beat my ass anymore. It stops doing that once you like actually learn your lessons and realize what's going on. And so yeah, you would get to watch Saturn beat other people's asses for you. So there's that, which is what happened. So like, I don't know, like, here, let me make another one.